Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first episode in 2025 of the EPALE Newscast. Let me start by expressing solidarity with the adult learning community in Sweden after the recent tragedy in Örebro. You are in our thoughts. We begin our newscast with news from the EU. The European Commission is organising the European Employment and Social Rights Forum on the 5th and 6th of March 2025. It's called Skills for a Competitive Europe, and it will address one of Europe's most pressing challenges, the skills shortages in the labour market. Seats are limited, so secure yours as soon as possible. Now, you've probably seen media stories covering the World Economic Forum's The Future of Jobs 2025 report, which identifies 5 key forces that will shape the global workforce by 2030. They are tech evolution, economic fragmentation, market uncertainty, population changes, and green initiatives. You can find the link to the report and discuss it on the EPALE, where the thematic focuses for this year have just been announced. They are artificial intelligence, basic skills, and future-oriented skills development. Now, AI is creating personalized learning experiences. Basic skills development can make literacy and digital skills more accessible, while forward-looking development needs to prepare learners for emerging opportunities in the green economy. And we're going to explore these topics through blogs, podcasts, discussions, and comprehensive resources. So join us and be part of the conversation. The European Pillar of Social Rights Action Plan sets a goal for 60% of adults to participate in training annually by 2030. And that's a shared goal for all member states. Please check out a great blog post that we've got on the EPALE platform about how flexible learning pathways could encourage more women to participate and thus reduce gender inequalities in society. On the EPALE platform, we have experts who enrich our understanding on key topics. And for the thematic focus on basic skills in 2025, I'm delighted to introduce Zoltán Varkonyi, the Secretary General of the European Basic Skills Network, the EBSN. They are a key policy network that brings together governments, institutions, universities, research institutes, and NGOs to strengthen basic skills policies and practices across Europe. So welcome, Zoltán.
Hello, Tamsin. Thank you for the invitation.
Thank you. Now, in case you don't know the term, PIAC stands for the Programme for the International Assessment of Adult Competencies. And the latest PIAC results have sparked some serious discussions about the state of basic skills in Europe. So, Zoltán, what does the data reveal and who's most affected?
The PIAC survey has been implemented for the second time after 10 years, and the results are really worrying. A decline in literacy numeracy across multiple European countries can be reported. Nearly 20% of adults are level 1 or below, which means they cannot effectively engage in work, lifelong learning in society. Some other worrying aspect is that especially the young adults are really performing low. 27 countries out of the 27 countries, literacy numeracy skills stagnated, declined in this group. This particularly alarming as they are supposed to be the lead for Europe digital and green transition. Some of the countries experienced significant drops like Poland, Lithuania, Hungary in literacy and numeracy, while only Denmark and Finland showed significant improvement in these last 10 years. So all these has serious implications regarding, for example, the change in the work labor market, the automation and AI impact will have on at least 40% of the jobs, and it will significantly influence the potentials of these people who are suffering for who are with low basic skills. And also there is a big risk that the digital and green transformation just create more inequalities, since they cannot really make benefit out of these transitions. But the impacts are also can be experienced at individual level, since those people who have lower basic skills uh, cannot um, um, earn as much as other. They are experiencing much lower salary level. Their health is poor. Their life satisfaction is also poor. So this raise some challenges for us how to raise awareness about the low basic skills and this impact, not only among policymakers, which is our job at EBSN, but also among local communities, local stakeholders, NGOs, and even the individuals who might be affected. So this is also a shared responsibility with training providers, educators to translate the data of PIAC to their situation and to their language to understand how low skills impact on them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this brings us very nicely to the next challenge, which is that many adults don't thrive in traditional education settings. So, how can we make learning of basic skills more relevant and attractive for them?
Well, many adults have negative experiences with formal education settings. Traditional learning doesn't fit really into their modern life context. So the key is to rethink how we deliver basic skills learning, how we making them more practical, more personalized, more impactful. Workplace learning is one of the examples. When we embed basic skills training into vocational settings or workplace settings and jobs task, learners immediately can use the newly gained skills into their work processes. Some of the examples from Norway, Switzerland, Ireland are very promising, and it would be important to mainstream such approach in other countries as well. Making employers aware of how basic skills development impacts on the workers' productivity and the competitiveness of the companies. Community-based learning in another setting, which helps adults to learn skills which can be used practically in everyday life, like financial literacy trainings, which uh, prepare them, empower them to manage their economy more efficiently, understand banking and insurance services in a better way. So all these are very important to make the training relevant and useful for the learner. Another aspect is exploiting the technology. Especially AI can help personalized training. Adaptive learning platform help to customize the content and help to ensure that the training is not too easy or not too hard, but just right. A great example for this is I Read for Skills project, where EBSN is involved, and this project using AI-powered tools to assess the skills level, the literacy level, the reading skills level of the learners, and then help the trainer and the teacher to adjust the text they use for learning and practicing to the level the learners are at. It's a very impactful tool to make the literacy learning engaging and efficient, because it can adjust any kind of text which is interesting and engaging for the learners. The most important when we think about basic skills learning, that it should real life benefits to the learners so they can make progress in their job situation, in their earnings, in their community engagement, so they experience that learning is not just a school-like learning, but it has a practical impact on their everyday life.
Great. Thanks so much for joining us today, Zoltan. In the lead up to the annual conference in October, the EPALE platform will be hosting conversations linked to the 3 thematic focus topics. And we want to hear from you. What new ideas are you testing? What's working well? What challenges have you encountered? All of your contributions are welcome and they help to build the shared knowledge base. So go onto the EPALE platform and explore. That's all for today. See you next month. Bye.